Hi, good morning, guys. So today we start with the machine learning. I gave a permission to record. You guys can record the session. Um, so as we already discussed in our theory session, machine learning that is nothing but 100% mathematics. Correct. We are just going to apply some mathematical concept in your data, and you are just going to predict the future. That's what your machine learning is. Okay. So simply telling the machine learning that is nothing but a method of your data analysis that is actually going to build some analytical method. So that's what your machine learning is. By using algorithm, you are just going to iterate your data and you are just going to make your machines to analyze and understand the hidden insights. So that's what your machine learning is. So the machine learning, which is actually used for fraud detection, web search result, real-time ads on web pages, and recommended system, credit card fraud detection, and credit scoring, and then weather prediction, so networking issues, and then sentimental analysis, and email spam filtering. So some emails are automatically going to your spam folder, like those kind of stuff. Everything is actually handling with the help of machine learning only. So in our session, we are just going to discuss about linear regression, logistic regression, KNN, K means decision tree, and random forest. The 6 algorithms we are going to discuss. So first we'll start with linear regression. Let's we first cover the theory. So machine learning is very easier. It's not that much difficult for us. You guys first needs to understand the concept. Okay, like what you guys needs to do is first you guys needs to understand the concept. What is, like, for example, if you want to understand the linear regression, first you need to understand what is linear regression, then how to apply the linear regression in Python. So all the machine learning algorithms in Python is having the same kind of steps only. First you need to pre-process the data. So hope you guys attend the assignment which I asked you guys to attend. So after you guys done the pre-processing, once the data is cleaned, then we need to start to apply the training split, testing split. After you guys apply the training testing split, you guys needs to apply the machine learning. So the machine learning is only 4 to 5 lines of Python script only. For all the machine learning algorithm, you are having only 4 to 5 machine learning algorithms on lines only. But the final output, like how much accuracy that you guys are getting, that matters. Okay. So apart from like how we need to do is, if I am giving one problem, you guys needs to find out for this problem which algorithm suits. So that's the very important thing. So let's we start with first the session. So slowly you guys will start to understand each and everything with the help of our projects. So when it comes to your first, we will start with your linear regression. So this linear regression is started in 1800s. So the name Francis Galton, who started to study your linear regression. So that is nothing but the relationship between your parent and their children. He's first started to investigate the relationship between your parents and children. So simply telling, linear regression is nothing but find out the relationship between two elements. That what your linear regression is. So he started to find out the relationship between the heights of fathers and their son. So like what he started to do is, so if the height of son is actually related to father's height. Okay. So this Neil is a basketball player, as he is having around 7 feet, I guess. The same like Neil's son also pretty tall. Okay. So this is what he analyzed. So like see, uh, like when the parents, based on the parents height, we can tell your children's height also come. Okay. But this is not this condition, which is not going to satisfy for all the parents and children. Some parents may be height and some children may be in short, and some parents may short and some children may height. So like this kind of variation also happens, but mostly 75 to 85 percentage depends on the parents height. Children's heights also depends on the parents height only. So children's height is depends on parents height. So this is going to satisfy 75 to 85 percentage only. It's not going to satisfy all the manners. So like this, okay, like this kind of analysis is known as your linear regression. Okay. So other example for what is linear regression, that is nothing but your linear regression is a linear approach to modeling the relationship between your independent and dependent variable. Okay. The formula for your linear regression is y equal to c plus b into x. This is your formula for your linear regression. So y is a constant value. Y is a dependent variable. That's nothing but your output variable. C is a constant, B is a regression coefficient, okay, and X is a your independent variable. X is you can make as a score or an independent variable, and then B is a regression coefficient, and C is your constant. So, like based on this formula, this is your formula for your linear regression. Simply telling. So, what is linear model? Linear model, that is nothing but output always depends on input. So how much units you are using, like how much units you are using depends on the units you used, you will get your final bill. So your bill always depends on the usage. So like this is what your linear model is. Okay. So the amount of water pour in your plant and the amount received, the sunlight, so depends on the sunlight and depends on that fertilizer, depends on all those things, you will get the output. So you have a dependent variable. So dependent variable means how much height your plant is growing. That is all depends on your input. So this is what that linear model is. So as we already told, this is your linear model output. So B is a regression, A is an coefficient, X is an independent variable, Y is an dependent variable. So Y is an output variable. So like this is your linear regression formula in hand calculation. Okay. So you are having an xy and xy, x squared, y squared. So like based on this formula, you are just going to calculate each and everything. So A regression, we used to apply this formula. For the coefficient, for B, you guys needs to apply this formula. So based on this formula, I just give an example for how to calculate your linear model in hand calculation. So like this, you guys needs to calculate. So this is how we used to calculate in our college days. So where there is some questions, we used to apply the formula in the question and we will get the final output. But now we are going ahead with your coding part. That is totally different. Okay. So your goal of your regression, which is used to develop the relationship between your variables. So that's the main thing of your linear regression. Okay. So in the linear regression, we are having a linear line. In data visualization part, I told you guys, this center line is your linear line. So I will explain how to plot the linear line in our machine learning concept. So that's what now I'm going to take. So there is one center line which we are going to make it in your linear regression line. Okay. So the center line, which is we need to make a best fit. So how to make that as a best fit? Okay. So this is your some data set. Okay. You are having a 5 data A, B, C, D, E like this. So I'm calculating the mean of this 5 data. So that is 30. So now I am making the center line as 30. Okay. The center line, that is nothing but the mean data of all the elements. That's what your center line is. Okay. So now 30 is your center line. So now let's you just identify in this string. I'm just having a 30. Okay. So in this 30, I just plotting one line. So this 30 is a line for center fit. Okay. So now I want to know this 30 is the best fit for my linear graph or not. Okay. So is this a best fit or it's not a best fit? That's what my stuff is. Okay. So from now what I'm just going to do is A value is 37. So this is your A value. This is 37. And now the difference between 30 and 37 is 7. Correct. And then B value is 25. So 25. So that difference between 30 and 25 is minus 5. And then next thing is C 27. So difference between 30 and 27, that's nothing but the minus 3. And then D is 36. So what's the difference between your uh, mean and D value? 6, correct. So then again, E value is again 25. So the difference between your center line and the E value is minus 5. Okay. So when I am just adding all those things, so you will get minus 13. So here you will get plus 13. Okay, so this upper value and the lower value, if it's equal to each other, okay, here also 13 and here also 13. So if this is equal to each other, then we can tell the center line which you made is a best fit. Okay, so that's the concept of your best fit. Okay, so first you are just calculating a mean value. So based on the mean value, you are making a center plot. After you made the center plot, now what you are just going to do here is you are just going to make the best fit. So what is the best fit between this thing? So that's what we are just going to discuss. So like in case if you are having your if you are having your upper value is lower than lower value, or this lower value is greater than your upper value, so in case some kind of things which happen means, then we can tell that center line is not fit. Okay, this is not the best fit, we can tell. So the center line is nothing but the mean value. So the mean value of your values, that is nothing but you will be getting your the upper value and the lower value must be equal to each other. So that's what your best fit is. So the next thing is the goal of your linear regression, that is nothing but the center line. So the relationship between the each and every element, we are just going to make in with the help of the center line, and this are the actual data. So positive slope, negative slope, zero slope. This is nothing but positive slope means if the upper value is greater than the lower value, then it's a positive slope. Negative slope means vice versa. The lower value is greater than upper value. So zero fit means the line is fitting with the line with the zeroth axis. So that's what your zero slope is. So now I just want to find out the relationship between the number of hours that a plant is operation in a week and what is the weekly production. So independent variable is hours and weekly production is your dependent variable. That is what your output is. So like first we are just having 34. This is an hours and the production volume. So that is actually we are just plotting in a graph. Then the formula. So this is the formula for your linear regression. So the same formula only. So the coefficient and then independent variable and then your constant value. So for this I just given the formula here. So based on this formula we are just calculating everything. So this example I given for you guys to understand how the mathematical calculation is performing in your linear regression. So if I want around 125 units per week, okay, if I want 125 units per week, I need to run 38 hours. Okay, so next week I want to get 125 units. Okay, so if I want to next week, like next Friday, I want to get a 125 units. So like how much time I need to run my power plant this week? Okay, next week. So I want to run 38 hours. Okay, so this is what I'm predicting the future. So next week I want 125.
While one thing, hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like can you please read this formula? Y equals V. Let's.
You
Hello.
can tell, see this is only for difference, Jay. Apart from, see this all like in fourth, fifth we study now. Y equal to mx plus b.
No. The
Instead of
other
that,
one.
I just give a b0, b1 like that.
Okay. Fine.
You
Okay.
can give any name.
Okay.
So when it comes to your like, I'm just going to predict the next week. So the next week means that is nothing but, so the next week I want total 125 units. So I want to run my power plant for 38 hours next week. So I'm just coming ahead with this conclusion. So like this kind of relationship, so handling this kind of relationship is your linear regression. So this is the theory concept of linear regression. So any questions from this theory concept, guys? Okay. So in this theory, like what we simply discuss is this is the formula and this all the steps which I just given. Later, you guys just go through the steps. Now, what you guys needs to do is, we need to start to apply the linear regression in your Python. Okay. So applying a machine learning in Python, it's very easier one. Let me give a minute. I will just share a screen. We are going to start to apply everything in your mm, Jupyter notebook only. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, guys. Let me share a screen. See, like this is one data set that you guys are going to try for today. Okay. So this data set which you can able to get from the scikit-learn.org, this website. So as like we discussed in our SNS, we can able to load some predefined data set, right? So those predefined data set, this is that one data set. Okay. So now what we are actually going to do is, so here I have one, from this website, I can just get, I have a UCIML housing data set. So from this data set, I'm just going to deal our linear regression. So this is a dummy data sets. Okay. So first I am just, in our next session, what I am just going to do here is, first I will explain the theory of the algorithms. Then I will give you how to apply the theory in your Python steps. Okay. So what you guys needs to do is, first you guys go through the theory, then you guys needs to go through the steps. Then I will give you one project. So today I will give you one project. So, but after this, after that, what you guys needs to do is, you guys will get the project in the end of the session. So for example, now I'm just going to explain about the steps to apply your linear regression in Python. After I applied this, what I'm just going to do here is, I will ask you guys to do one project. Okay. So you guys know, like for the project, you need to apply the linear regression because we discussed only linear regression only. So you guys will apply the linear regression for the project. So you guys will get the output. The reason is you guys get one idea about, okay, like what we are exactly doing with this machine learning. So that idea you guys will get. Okay. So for today, I'm just going to explain your linear regression steps with the help of this dummy data. The next thing is what you guys needs to do is you guys needs to apply the linear regression in this data set. So in this diabetic data set, you guys needs to apply. So after you guys apply the linear regression to this diabetics, you guys needs to submit me the result. After this, I will go to the tomorrow. It's Thursday, right? I will take your linear regression, logistic regression on Thursday. Okay. Friday, I will take KNN or K-means. Okay, any one algorithm will be discussing on Friday. So we discussed these three algorithms. I will give you three different data set. That three different data set also dummy data set. Okay, so you guys needs to start to apply algorithms in three algorithms: linear, logistic, and this whatever we discussed on Friday. The three algorithms in all the three data set, and you guys needs to practice that on Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So after Monday, we'll start with your KNN. Okay. So KNN or K means. So if you are completed K means today, then KNN will be on Monday. Then decision tree and random forest, I will make it on 15th. Okay. So after this, I will start to give you the projects. Okay. So you guys starts to do the projects. You guys needs to tell me, like you guys needs, if I'm giving you one problem, you guys needs to tell me why the for the problem which data set. Okay, for the problem which algorithm you are choosing to apply. Okay, and why you are not choosing another algorithm. So like this method, you guys needs to prepare a case study for all the 6 projects. So after you guys needs to submit every day one project. So 16 on project, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 21st. So 22nd to 24, it's your doubt session and your discussion. Those things will happen for 22 to 24. So then 25 onwards, we'll start with your next, the artificial intelligence for Akash and Anisha and Jay. For you three guys, we'll start with your artificial intelligence. So classes which included on this 26, 27 as well. So in your for your artificial intelligence, we are going to use a Google Colab, uh, ANN, CNN, RNN, this three concept, then augmented reality, then we will discuss about NLP, then we will discuss about OpenCV. So total another 6 to 7 day session for you guys for your artificial intelligence. So this is how the classes is going to happen. So mostly I will complete the concepts on 15th. So including the Saturday, Sunday, you guys needs to submit all your projects. Okay. Concepts will be completed on 15th, then we'll start with the workout session. So then you guys, after you guys start to submit the projects, then only you guys will understand what is exactly happening there. Okay. So now what we are actually going to do here is like, see, when it comes to your linear regression, so applying a linear regression in your data set is very easier. So as I told that UCI housing loan data set only I'm dealing with it. So now what I'm just going to do is I just imported all the things and I'm just pandas.read underscore CSV head. All the pre-processing steps you guys will handle. Okay. It's all up to you guys. Like the pre-processing steps and understanding the data is all basic panda. So you guys will handle that. So now I need to make your x and y. Okay. So now I am asking you, what is the relationship between housing loan or housing selling the property? So what is independent variable? Okay. See, this is your columns. Okay. Now I am asking you, what is the price of my house after 10 years? Okay. So now observing this data, like what is your independent variable and what is your dependent variable? What are the variable that you guys choose as a independent and what are the variable that you guys choose as a dependent? You guys understood the question. After 10 years, what is the cost of my house? Okay. So you guys now needs to tell me, you are now going to apply the linear regression, that is fine. So before we are starting with the linear regression, first you guys needs to tell me what is independent variable and what is dependent variable. What are the variables that you guys choose as a independent and what are the variables that you guys choose as a dependent?
And number of rooms and bedrooms,
Then
then dependent average house, sorry, area population is dependent.
okay. No, actually, always, what is the cost of my house after 10 years? So, like what you are going to calculate, that is what always your dependent variable is. Because the price is your final output. I am not going to calculate that population. So, after 10 years, if I am selling my property, what will be the cost? You guys understood the cost concept. So, like, if the cost means like if we are going to sell something in Marathali, so that area population also high. So the number of depends on the number of bedrooms and depends on the number of rooms and then it depends on the age of the property and depends on the area income, of course. So the peoples who are in Bangalore income, if you are comparing with some other small villages in other areas, that's totally different, correct? In my hometown, the average income for my average income of one house is around 15 to 25K only, but in Bangalore that's totally different, so depends on the area income. Okay, so for if for in my hometown to build one complete house or to buy around 1,200 square feet of land, 2 to 3 lakhs is more than enough. Okay, but for the 200 square feet, I'm telling like 2 to 3 lakhs is more than enough. But the same, if you are getting in Bangalore, that's very high, right? Because of the population, because of the area income, so your price is totally changed. So the final output which you are going to calculate is a price. That's what always your dependent variable. So the prices depends on all this criteria. So area income, because of the average income and because of the population, we are going to describe the price. And of course, in Marathali, 1 BHK flat is totally different in cost. And when it comes to 3 BHK, that's totally different in cost because of your number of rooms and number of bedrooms. So that's this also going to varies. So then the house age, of course, if it's newly built, that is a different cost. And if it's having around 10 years, 12 years means that is totally different. So like what you are going to predict is a price. So for to calculate the price, then this is your dependent variable. So the price is going to varies because of all this criteria. So this all you need to tell us a independent variable. So finding out the independent and dependent variable is the most difficult task. So I'm just making an X and I'm just making all this independent variable as a X and a dependent variable as a Y. And I just apply the training testing split that also you guys are aware of. And now I'm going to start with my linear regression. So calculating the linear regression, it's only the 5 steps in Python, not more than that. Actually, only 3 steps. Okay. So actually what you guys are going to do here is y equal to mx plus b. So that's what in the PPT I just give the full formula and full steps examples there. But all the full steps in Python, you are just going to make it in the 2 steps. The very first thing is you guys needs to import from skitlan.linear model, import linear regression. Okay. After you guys imported the linear regression, you need to call this linear regression. So that's all. So you are just assigning this to variable name. So when you are calling this variable name is going to perform all the linear regression formula and the steps. We are not going to do anything. So as a human, we are the only one who can able to think what are the dependent variable and what are the independent variable. So to find out those things and to for the data cleaning steps, only we need the peoples need us. Okay. So because of the independent and dependent variable only, the complete result is going to change. So that's thing you guys needs to take and care. So lm.fit, that is nothing but you are just going to fit your variable name with your x train and y train. Okay. So because of this x train and y train, you always needs to fit your any machine learning model with the training data set. Okay. So because the training data set is the actual data set which you are going to apply your machine learning model. Okay. So x train, y train, you just applied. After you applied your x train, y train, what is this x train and y train? So that's nothing but which is splitted from your x and y. So y train, that is nothing but your pricing value, and x train, that is nothing but your independent variables. Okay. So the next thing is, once you apply these things, what will happen is your Python will start to apply this formula in the data set. Okay. Y equal to mx plus b. So all the formulas and all the steps, this calling this function will perform for us. Okay, that is the one and only thing you guys needs to understood. So the next thing is depends on the coefficient output. The coefficient output is the actual output which you are going to get. Okay. So to know the coefficient output, you guys needs to get lm dot coefficient underscore. So if you are giving, you will get the coefficient output. So I am just plotting the coefficient output with my columns, average area income and average area house age and number of rooms and number of bedrooms and area population. So this is nothing but after 10 years, what will be my things. Okay. So this coefficient means the number of times. So 6 times. So 6 is that. So what the coefficient will do actually here is all the datas here. So all the datas here, it's actually applied some number of times. Okay, so randomly it will apply 6z or something like it's used to apply. So after it's applied, what you are just going to do is you are just plotting that in your data frames. So this is optional only. So after you plot, this is optional for your better understand. I just given this plotted. So the next thing is predict. So always you need to predict your output with the X text. Okay. After you predicted this, okay, the prediction of your X text, you need to compare with your Y test. Okay. So you will be getting your final output. So this is actually your output which you are getting. So based on your x-axis, your y test, and your y-axis, your prediction. So you are just making the prediction between these two things. After this, you can able to find out your accuracy with the help of this matrix. So the matrix, that is nothing but mean absolute error, mean squared error, root mean squared error. So this mean absolute error means the actual value, absolute error plus absolute error divided by n. So this is your formula for MAE. So this absolute error, that is nothing but actual value minus predicted value. So in your x train, in your x text, the actual value minus your predicted value is your absolute error. So all the errors divided by n number, like how many errors you are getting, that error is your mean absolute error. So mean squared error means in this MAE you are applying a square root squared. That's what your mean squared error is. Root mean squared error. Root mean square means you are just adding a square root on MSE. That's what your root mean squared error is. So this when your errors are in less space, like if your errors are very less, so your prediction is fine. If your errors are very high, your prediction is not good. So this is how we can able to apply your linear regression. So to find out the error, so this is the mathematical formula which I given. But here how we are going to apply is matrix dot mean absolute error y test y prediction, or matrix dot mean squared error y test prediction. So numpy dot square root of matrix mean squared error for your y test prediction. So you will be getting some output. So depends on this output, we will come to know your prediction is, can I consider your prediction, yes or no? So that's what here we are just going to get. So like I simply explain only the steps. So first step, you guys needs to understand the linear regression theory. Then you guys needs to understand what are the steps that you guys needs to apply for linear regression. Only the steps, linear regression, and you are just initiating and you are just applying with the X train and Y train, and that final output you are just going to consider based on the coefficient, that's nothing but the constant value. So after this, you need to apply the prediction for your y test and your x test. So x test, first you need to apply with predict, then you need to compare these two things. So the comparison which we are going to make it in your matrices. So depends on this matrices, we are just coming to know how much your prediction is right. Okay, so this is your linear regression. Okay, so in this linear regression, I just going to apply these steps also. So this will give you the better idea about how to calculate your. Okay, I think these steps will make you guys confused. So let it be. You guys just to go through the steps, apply linear, just to go through your steps. Okay. In a project folder, you guys will get one project. Uh, that is nothing but your housing assignment. 1 minute, I will just share that. See guys, today you guys simply work on your linear regression. Okay, just to go through the theory, it's your theory PDF, and then steps to apply the linear regression, and this all I guess some other examples to apply your linear regression. Just to go through this and just to knowing the steps, that is more than enough. So tomorrow I will apply the logistic regression. Okay, then what we'll be going to do here is I will give you two different data set. Okay, so this project one e-commerce, this is one data set. So here you will get the problem, and here you will get the CSV file. Like this I will apply upload it tomorrow project 2. So two projects, two algorithm, you guys needs to apply the algorithm in the project. So then only you guys can understood. Okay, simply telling, don't get over confused. So today you just to go through the theory and go through the steps, that is more than enough. What to do next, the actual hands-on we will start, I will tell you, then we will start. Just now go through the theory and go through the steps, that's more than enough. Clear guys? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you guys just to go through this, the actual hands-on we will